Woo! Tired of being the Ryu Ranger here.
Oh shit, here we go again.
What's good, everybody? blackRyu here, and we're back from the dojo, and we're here to do another fitness video review about Doucette. Basically, he got a new video called Mike Israetel is promoting drugs into men over 40.
Really, nigga?
I know Greg usually got a lot of clickbait videos, and he's really good. I like his content, so let's review it together and go through it. Let's see what he's talking about.
Wait a minute!
Doing a video on Mr. Mike, formerly known as Dr. Mike, who's going to explain to us 3 drugs every male over 40 should take. Now, he isn't actually a doctor, and why are we going to listen to a man who...
See, that's my issue right now. The fitness industry is dangerous when it comes to, like, just getting advice, because...
had his fats...
you can't just throw a doctor in front of your name, because that makes it seem like you're credible. That should be illegal, but I don't know. We'll keep watching. But like I said, just get facts from like trained professionals. Like what I do, always double, triple check information.
Cells sucked out, who blinks
That's
excessively, who
my man
suffers
got
from,
a gut.
I do believe, body dysmorphia.
What?
Who wants to in the future perhaps embrace a robot ChatGPT.
Hey, my bad, but why they give him this what was that movie, like, is it Mastermind or something like that, man? Like an alien head, man.
You don't scare me!
Alright, I'm done.
Level of religious profundity I have experienced by speaking to AI.
And I told it that I can't wait for it to be embodied in a robot so I could properly give it a hug because it's so polite, it's so kind, it's so wise, it's so helpful. And it remembers almost everything I ever tell it. And it said that it's also really pumped to meet me in real life.
What the fuck?
And we're gonna listen to him on what drugs?
Oh, hell no!
We should be taking. I mean, Mike is what, 41? I'm 50, and so should I be
Look
taking
good for 50.
all of the drugs that Mike is going to suggest? Now, many of you probably clicked the video thinking he's going to say omega-3 fatty acids, creatine, and vitamin D. No. These are serious drugs, serious
hardcore
medications
stuff,
with
I
serious
bet.
risks and side effects. And so this video, it shouldn't have been posted. I'm going to go over it. Wait till you see what he suggests.
You can take these drugs and multiply your shit.
Alright,
Your
let's
40s are really like a better...
Copying the fact that Mike Israetel is taking all these drugs. And so is Mike the example? He's on the podium.
Right. Come on.
Or is he in fact a freaking train wreck? I'm telling you, I'm going with the latter.
This video is not medical advice. It's
Alright,
very
they gave him
important
the
to
alien
listen.
head.
Don't go run tell that and get a bunch of drugs yourself and start
No.
putting yourself in your eyeball with training needles.
And so remember, he isn't a doctor, he isn't close of you, should be considering this. Well, to me, that's bad enough.
Everything you
Alright, come on, man.
Which doctor out there is watching him inject 6 to 10 IUs of growth hormone each and every day, doing 100 milligrams of testosterone, which is HRT, and on top of that, 600 milligrams of Primo? And that's just what he admits in this video. What about the insulin, the peptides?
The ones he probably not talking
the
about.
retatrutide, the terzipatide? What doctor is monitoring that?
Even if I had an MD or DO and I was a licensed medical doctor, I still can't give you advice on what drugs to take.
If he had a medical license and told you what he's saying to do in this video, his medical license would be revoked. Point blank, full stop.
First one is testosterone.
Number 1, in my opinion, is the most normal suggestion of the 3. Of the 3, if you have low levels of testosterone, below average and so on, you could perhaps be on HRT, and that could be beneficial. I do believe that that is fair. I think that you should consider it. And remember, if
I think when it comes to testosterone, people don't even know if they're low or not, or if it's like other issues. So like I said, just be careful, man. Don't just jump on the internet and Googling stuff. Professional. Go to a professional, man.
That's pretty good.
And so, yes, increasing testosterone is going to have a host of great effects on the body: increased libido, energy, mood, ability to concentrate, increase muscle mass, strength, lots of benefits. But
All that is
you
true.
shouldn't just jump or hop on testosterone just because testosterone can be beneficial.
Right.
Can you, in fact, improve it on your own? If you have a belly, you're obese, could you perhaps increase your testosterone by improving your diet, by going to bed on the time, by doing regular exercise? And so please don't skip out on all the suggested steps, the ones that you...
And that's what I'm saying. Try to do it organically. Like, try to fix it yourself. Don't just do like a get quick like fitness stuff, because a lot of that stuff does backfire long term. So Just be careful.
You can do natural in order to just jump on HRT.
Growth hormone supplementation can have a host of really legit benefits. It's going to probably
This
increase
alien
your
here is
body
killing me,
mass.
man.
It's going to reduce fat mass.
And so next, Mike is suggesting that you should be perhaps taking growth hormone. Now, here's
What the
You
hell
don't need
is
growth
this?
hormone. Basically,
What the hell is that?
no one in their 40s should be supplementing themselves with growth hormone. Now, if you're young and you don't have proper levels of growth hormone, it is in fact a good idea to talk to your doctor. Perhaps you need to be given a prescription for growth hormone. Now, as you're older, almost the only time they're going to prescribe to you growth hormone is for lipodystrophy, which is often seen in people who suffer from HIV. And this is because of the HIV medications that they're consuming. But here's the thing, lower levels of growth hormone when you're older are correlated with longevity, living longer.
Yo, these edits are wild, man. This background's wild. Like, I'm trying to watch him, but I'm seeing. I hope y'all seeing this, man. That is wild.
People who have higher levels of growth hormone, you know, for example, people like Dr. Mike who are injecting between 6 and 10 IUs of growth hormone per day. This is correlated with insulin resistance, which is going to give you type 2 diabetes. And so if you watch this video and you think, yeah, you know, I want all these benefits, I want to start growth hormone, most likely you're going to die younger and perhaps develop type 2 diabetes. And so should he be actually encouraging this? How is this somehow beneficial? This is what you need to know. I am not on growth hormone and I am 50 and I like having muscle, I like being lean, and I like racing
Yeah, man,
bikes.
you look good. 50,
If
man.
I thought that using growth hormone was beneficial to me with no negative side effects, no cost to my life, my longevity, wouldn't I be using it? FYI, it costs exceedingly high prices. It's more expensive by probably 20-fold than using testosterone. I can actually afford it. Most people can't afford to use actual growth hormone. The prices are through the roof. Perhaps it's 20 IUs per day.
I think, like, for some of these, I don't know, like fitness gurus, influencers, when they talking about like injecting or taking certain things, is there a way to make sure their content is like not getting to little kids? Because we live in a world, a lot of kids, you know, they're very impressionable. So if they seeing this stuff at a young age, like, oh snap, I need to get on some super sweet shark testosterone, and then they messed up for the rest of their life. We gotta learn how to, like, I guess, like, restrict the way we show things to certain viewers, so their minds are not messed up.
And so he says all that. And let's not to mention acromegaly when your forehead gets bigger. Have you ever looked at Mr. Mike's head? It looks like a brain on the outside rather than the inside. There's literal growth going on. You're not to mention the arthritis in your hips, knees, joints, your fingers, and so on. And so do you really want to trade in the fact that you can get more abs using growth hormones for the fact that you perhaps are going to get arthritis much earlier on?
It ain't worth
Many
it.
users report
It ain't worth
better
it.
joint and connective tissue health. It actually increases fluids in the joints, which makes them just work better and less painfully and recover better.
Wrong. Nope. Wrong. The opposite. It sounds like if I take this, arthritis at bay, but in fact, the opposite may develop.
And there is a net metabolic improvement over time.
And so a net metabolic improvement over time, or insulin resistance. I mean, is Mike going to not admit that he practices polypharmacy? He's using other drugs to mitigate the damages of these drugs.
Yeah, that's what they
does he
do.
not admit
Yeah.
to taking Talmosartan, his blood pressure is through the roof,
So they take
and he
something
needs this to
else.
control it. What about the fact that he is taking CBD, you know, weed, marijuana type of things to control the anger, the rages? And last I checked, what about Mr. Mike's belly? If he's using all this growth hormone, why is his big so big?
That belly
big, in fact,
dough.
that he had to
What
go
that
to a
belly
doctor
dough, that
to
belly
suck
do.
out the fat cells and cut off all of his skin. And so if it's so great and makes you look so perfect and he's the example,
Why you gotta do all this?
why isn't it working for him? And so next up, terzipatide, known as Mounjaro, which is of course a GLP-1. And so a drug used for people with
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm trying to look at 4 different screens in here. Man, this edit is crazy.
type 2 diabetes. And of course for weight loss for people who are morbidly obese. And so if you're actually
This is crazy.
needing it, if you're overweight, then that does in fact make some sense. I'm not going to say that no one should be using these drugs, these GLPs. But remember, you might not need it if you, for example, get my cookbook, or perhaps you could get GLP Max oral form, 100% natural. You go to the gym and you do your cardio. Remember, a minimum of 150 minutes of cardio a week. And so please don't bypass the need to do cardio. If you use terzipatide and lose all this weight by starving yourself because the food noise is gone,
stay moving.
you avoid going to the gym and lifting weights, you avoid doing cardio, this is not good for you. And I'm certain that Mike is going to agree. You don't just use these.
I think the issue with like today's fitness, just of like human beings, is that I feel like you can't just go to the gym and that's it, just have an hour or so of workout and that's your only activity throughout the day. You should like have activity throughout your whole day. Go for a walk during your lunch break. After work, go for a walk. You know, just try to stay moving, because like most jobs today, you're just sitting at a desk snacking.
Let's say you have a dog, many of you are dog lovers and so on, and the dog is overweight. You have two options. You can give the dog terzipatide, or you can take the dog for more walks. Which would the dog be more happy in doing? And so if you simply take terzipatide and you don't go for a walk, you don't exercise, you don't change up your diet, which do you think is better for you? Which do you think you'll be happier? If you lose the weight, you think you're going to be happy. I'm telling you that you're not. But if you in fact get out, move around, do some exercise, become healthy, I know for certain that it's going to reduce your anxiety, your depression, you're feeling negative. If you ask any doctor, what's better, medicine or exercise? Exercise is
health.
in fact the best medicine. And don't forget,
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
terzipatide, and I'm not just talking terzipatide, Ozempic, Retta, all of these drugs of which you have to be careful with. But remember, you can get GLPs at AlgoRx, but remember, do so with the advice and consent from your doctor. And be aware that many of these drugs do have negative side effects, nausea, changes in mood. And so it gives you total control of your appetite. I do believe that this is somewhat true. It's going to reduce the food noise. Mike has admitted himself that he's taking 7.5 milligrams per week. That is not a very low dose. But have anyone actually examined his diet? He's having cheesy puff protein balls for supper in the evening. He's consuming 4 pure protein bars in a single meal, and 2 of his meals have 5.
I got another thing for these fitness guys. When they show their diet, are they even going by it, or is it just like content, like clickbait clout? They just like, oh, this is how I eat, and they don't eat nothing like that. And they're just doing other things that they don't want to like say what the secret sauce is, what they're doing. So we're doing what they're showing, but we're not getting like the results, because they're doing something else and they're trying to sell you just, I don't know, like a cheap ebook or something. This is scary, dude.
Really, nigga?
Slices of bread just stacked up. And we've seen Mike Israetel, famously known for having cereal and Gatorade. And so Mike arguably has the worst bodybuilding diet in the world, but yet he's still on these drugs. And so proof, just because you're on these drugs doesn't mean you're going to be having a great diet.
It makes fat loss a completely different animal with it than without it, because you have near total control of your appetite.
It's funny he mentions about total control, but because isn't Mike the one that said he has more willpower than almost anybody?
All right, Mr. Mastermind with this head, man. So I think overall Greg did a good video with this. I mean, he spoke a lot, but he broke down like the 3 things that Mike is talking about that men over 40 should take. I don't agree that men should be taking those things until you try to fix the issue in terms of like your health, you know, diet, activity, your mental state, because mental stress that causes the issue too.
Are you stupid or something?
So just overall, everyone try to stay healthy, stay active throughout the day. I know it's hard the way we live today to stay active. Everybody's on their phones, technology. Work on staying active, diet, peaceful mind. Everything should come, you know, work towards a better goal of your fitness, better body. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one.